Another windy day in the west of Scotland, Firth of Clyde. I'm just off to Ardrossan to see what the sea is like, because sometimes the sea is really rough and it's good to watch. I might get off at Saltcoats because there's a nice cafe at Saltcoats station. We'll see how I feel when I get there. Ardrossan is very dear to me because when I was 4 we had a family holiday in Ardrossan, staying at the Ingledine Hotel, and it's one of my earliest childhood memories. So I'm going to show you around Ardrossan Saltcoats.
This is Paisley Gilmore Street.
On a summer Saturday, the trains to Ardrossan are packed sometimes, with people going to the Calmac ferry to visit Arran, and sometimes there are so many bikes on the train in the bike space that you can't move. But today it's a little bit quiet. There won't be many people going to Arran on a rough day like today.
This is Stevenston. This train is for Ardrossan Harbour. The next stop is Saltcoats.
Well, the sea's a bit rough, but it's not hitting the train as I speak, although you can see the rain lashing on the window. The sea's a bit closer now. I don't know when high tide is. I should have checked before I left home. But anyway, the driver's battling on. Oh, there's some waves there. Well, yes, there was a wave. Hey, there's another wave. Well, we might get stuck in Saltcoats. Woo! That was good. But there's another one, yes. Well, the cafe's open, so I'm getting off at Saltcoats for a coffee. Okay, see you in a minute. Oh, there we go. Let's make a run for it in the rain. My God. Oh dear. Someday, isn't it? Storm Ethel. There she goes. The storm and the train. I don't mean the lady. Café station, let's see what it's like. There, that's a beautiful view, isn't it? The station platform, and my coffee, and the salted caramel cake, which I'm really looking forward to. And there's people on the other platform now waiting for the train to Glasgow, and here it comes. Way, lovely ScotRail. Take a picture of myself in the mirror. Whoops, Susan just passed through the So there we are, a nice black and white shot of the station in its heyday when people were coming down to enjoy the beach at Saltcoats and Ardrossan. What's the other one behind me? Susan, the owner, is telling me there's another one behind me. Oh yeah, the beach. Well, yes, that's not what it's like today, I can tell you. But I do sometimes swim in the sea here. I love Ardrossan and I love Saltcoats. Okay, so Susan, tell us a little bit about yourself and the cafe.
Right, so my background is that I was a chemistry teacher for 17 years, and I happened to walk past the cafe one day and there was a wee card in the window that said business opportunity, and I phoned the number, and I've been here since then, so that's for about the last 2 years. So I try to run a cafe with a social conscience. So we do things like we have chatter and natter tables. So we have a lot of people who come in on their own.
Chatter and natter tables?
Chatter and natter, it's run in conjunction with the NHS. We have quite a lot of vulnerable customers that come in, and we know that we're the only people they see from week to week. We also have a partnership with the taxi drivers where they have their separate kettle and they just put in a donation, and any money we make we give a free breakfast to children in the community, because they get a free breakfast now in North Ayrshire, a free breakfast at school during school time, but there's nothing during the holidays.
So you do breakfast then?
So we do a free breakfast between 9 and 10 for any children in the area during the school holidays. We're open on Christmas Day for anyone who's on their own, and we provide a free meal for anyone who's alone, so they don't have to be homeless or anything like that. As long as they're alone, they can come, they get a free 3-course dinner, and we provide that. The staff give up their time.
Susan there talking about her philosophy, so I'm going off now to explore the sea wall to see what it's like. See you later. And there we are, there's the railway line. Well, Network Rail are watching the situation, that's about all I can say. I wonder what their criteria are for closing the railway line. Okay, so Mr. Network Rail, what are the criteria? What are you watching for?
So obviously as the waves begin to increase as the high tide approaches, they can approaches the OLE structures.
Yeah. OLE, that's the overhead line equipment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Traps. So they're basically providing network rail control with half-hour updates, the size of the waves, and making sure that any traps have to do, the trains will be shut off.
Yes. So you have to phone in every half hour to say what the state of the waves is. Because the electricity could trip out. I think that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what happens? You just stop the trains running.
Yeah. We'll stop until the
Even in the rain, everything's tickety-boo. High tide's over now. First train to brave the waves. Just popping along to South Beach to see what's happening there. Okay, see you later. That's the sea wall on a slightly calmer day, a couple of days after the storm of last week. And there's a train heading towards Glasgow. I think it's coming from Ardrossan Harbour. I like the fact that you can park your car next to the sea to get it washed, or if the sea's not rough enough you can go to this place here. Even the seagull looks a bit pissed off. Any minute now he's going to fly off, I think. No, he's not. Yes, he is. I think the sun's showing signs of coming out, so I'm going to be brave and walk along the seafront from Saltcoats to Ardrossan. There are a bit of publicity, clean beach, and you might be wondering where the border or the boundary is between Saltcoats and Ardrossan. Well, we might be able to see it. Okay. Well, they know it's a clean beach. They don't need to be told by anybody. They must have smelt the sausage roll I was eating from the local butchers in Saltcoats. Oh, hello. I seem to have attracted some attention from the local residents. Help! And locals tell me that the burn that you can see coming under the bridge is the boundary between Saltcoats and Ardrossan. So I'm looking towards Ardrossan, and if I just pan round, I'm now looking towards Saltcoats. So there's a close-up of Saltcoats, and then we pan round again, and there's a close-up of Ardrossan. And the locals are now not paying so much attention to me. They both have football teams, Ardrossan Winton Rovers and Saltcoats Victoria, so I guess there's a local derby now and again. Coast Guard aware. The large cream building used to be the Ingledine Hotel, where I stayed when I was 4 years old on a family holiday, and that's on the left, and on the right you can see the Lauriston, which is quite a nice pub. In the summer you can sit outside, but I wouldn't recommend it today unless you're a very determined smoker. And the road between the two leads up to the South Beach station, this being the South Beach. On the right you can see that the road ramps up over the railway line, and when I was a child that was a level crossing, and I went down to the level crossing gates to watch the trains go by. Ardrossan South Beach. We have a Gaelic version. See, the word order in Gaelic is different. I think it's Beach of the South, Ardrossan. The North Beach is the other side of the Calmac ferry terminal. And here's a train just rolling in on its way to the harbour, connecting with the Calmac ferry, which is running today. And there it goes, ScotRail taking passengers down to the ferry for Brodick. So that's Ardrossan for you, and Saltcoats and Ardrossan. And I'm just waiting on South Beach Station now for the train back to Glasgow. Okay, see you later.